Good morning, John Augusta back again. 2019 in Ireland, some of the sort of events. I just give a little indication there. Gardai, they're the police, our Irish police, they're called Gardai. They're for to protect citizens from harm's way. It'd be great if they were out in the street patrolling, getting to know people. You won't get to know people driving around in cars. When I was dealing with people, I didn't spend my time in the car. I spent my time getting to know them out and about, and getting to know the towns. That's even me. And common sense would tell you that, wouldn't it? But no, doesn't seem to be in their head. But here's what happened. A superintendent, an inspector, and a detective were all arrested. And what were they arrested for? I'll tell you. They were arrested because they had given information to criminals, probably money. And of course, ones that are a superintendent and an inspector, they're supposed to be leading the way. Oh, an awful thing. 2019. Such events as is happening. And then the son of Sophia Tuscan du Plantier, that lovely French lady that had a house. She had a house in was it in Skull? I think it was Skull in County Cork, and was there for Christmas. It was unusual, for peace and tranquility. But she had gone into the town to a drapery shop. I think that was the most move she ever made, because the owner of that drapery shop had a boyfriend, married, an ex-Garda, and they had an assignment that night. And they made out. Excuse me. Hello. Oh, there you are. How are you? How was things? Yeah.
Not too bad, man. I'm here at Willow Cottage.
Where are you?
Willow Cottage.
Oh, down in Listowel.
Down the stall. So I have a guy coming down to me now from Galway.
Oh, lovely.
My brother-in-law, and he's going to sort out the sewer for me.
Oh, that's what you want. Some bit of news, good news.
So he's connecting the shower and the toilet.
Oh, marvellous. And install them.
Yeah, he's installing them, but he's also installing the pipes for the sewer.
Oh, lovely. And what about the fitted kitchen?
And the fitted kitchen, I'll be doing that myself when I come back.
Oh, nice. Nice. At least things are beginning to motor.
Things are, actually, I've done an awful lot. I've laid the foundation and built the wall since I've seen you last.
Oh, good. Oh, then it's beginning to start to smarten itself up. And that's good. So the more time you can spend down there, the better. And I hope all things works out. Otherwise, how was the lad getting on, the Trevor?
Trevor's fine. Wait till you hear. So, do you remember I was working for a company called PSH?
Yeah.
And I was contracted by PSH to the hospital.
Yeah.
PSH rang me out of the blue.
Yeah.
Because my court case with the hospital is coming up on September the 13th.
Right.
And the case is against the hospital, but part of the case should be against PSH. Yeah, but give an estimate. Give a rough figure.
Yeah.
And he said, would it be 100 grand? Okay?
Yeah.
So I said, oh, geez, it'd be more than that. And he said, how much do you think it would be? And I said, well, under the Protected Disclosure Act, I'm entitled to about 250,000. I said, oh, geez, well, that's different. Now, the thing about it is, right?
Yeah.
PFH, if my story comes out publicly,
Yeah.
PFH could lose their 50 million a year contract with the HSE.
Oh, well, 250,000 is peanuts to that.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. So,
Yeah.
what do
Yeah.
you think I should go in at?
Well, I think 250 is a good thing because then it can come down, say, to 200,000. You meet them halfway, kind of thing. And 200,000 is better in your pocket, and to walk away whistling.
Well, I was going to go in at 500,000.
Well, the trouble is, you see, you just, it might go, oh, you know, I just might go that bit too far. I think if you get £200,000 into your pocket, you're going to be whistling.
You got to remember, John, if I get 200,000 into my pocket, I have to pay tax on it.
Well, then maybe ask them for it to be tax-free, and they pay the tax.
No, what they can do is they can put it down as, instead of putting it down as 4 years' pay for 200,000, they can put it down as compensation.
Exactly. I know you want to make sure that is the full whack in your pocket, because you'll be able to do things with that. And I say, like, always sort of get the figure into such an area that it will get results. You know, when you come to 250, that was good because they'll come back with an offer, and your point now is to have it tax free. Let them work it out. That's the main thing, tax free.
So I would say what's happening now is Insurance Health Ireland are saying to PFH, and the HSE are saying to PFH, this was your employee. We have problems now with your employee, okay? And we're giving you 50 million a year. You need to sort this out.
I think you hit the nail on the head. Well, that's the good, you see. Things are working out without you having to sort of put your head in the chocolate block. It's better to get something like that and walk away smiling.
Yeah.
And tax-free, please. You might even stick to the 200, but you might say, well, listen, I'll give you 25,000 now, but it has to be tax-free. And no ifs and buts about it. And that's the way to do it. They'd have ways of doing things like that. That's not going to cost them feck all. You see, because they have a big business and probably they might get contracts abroad as well. But they wouldn't want to dirty their book.
See, they have Guinness, they have Heineken, they have...
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure, they're on the pig's back. Yeah, exactly. Well, then you're in a good position there. That's good news. You can that fella, when he comes there, you can me whistling. Yeah, that's where you're going to get your compensation, and you're not going to have to sort of go down the road of all the rest of it. That's what you want, and maybe the Trevor fella get something as well.
This is the thing. Trevor would have to get something.
Yeah. Well, then you can bring.
He said to me, but I said to him, the problem is who pays you because you never worked for PFH.
Oh, did he not?
No.
Oh, Jesus, who did he work for?
But the thing about it is, the disclosures that we made, two of them are devastating for any company, right?
Yeah.
And the two disclosures are the two most dangerous ones are to do with PFH, and we both pay them together. So if they're paying me, they have to pay him. I
would pay him. They mightn't pay him as much as you, but if he gets 100,000 or something like that, isn't he happy enough?
Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. So pitch it for him in a way that their whole outlay then, and they're on the pig's back because of all these contracts, and they don't want their name sullied anywhere because it can have a knock-on effect. So I think you're in the pig's back there. Well done, Oliver. When are you coming back?
So I'm hoping to come back. Well, Mike's going to be here for 3 days. So
oh, lovely.
I put him in with a very religious lady. Her name is Mary Costello.
Lovely.
So she's a devout Catholic, and
That's what you want.
but the thing is, anyway, she's going for a month for 3 days. So I'll be leaving here on Thursday evening. I'll be back in Dublin for Friday.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely.
So, do you know what I want to do with you? I want to do a video, right?
Yeah.
I have a funny story for you, right?
Right.
I was talking to a man yesterday, okay?
Yeah.
And his name was Morris Foley. He's one of my distant relatives.
Oh, right. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, yeah.
And I haven't spoken to him in 30 years.
Be the hopey. See, this is it. Yeah.
And I reminded him, I said, Morris, the last time I spoke to you, you gave me a lift home from Liscole to my aunt's house. And you were very upset that the vet put down your favourite cow. He put him to sleep. And he says, oh, Jesus, I know what you're talking about. He says, that was 1994. And I said, yeah. He says, my lovely cow. He says, I never forgot her, you see. He says, how well do you remember it, he says to me, right? And I said, well, you gave me a lift home and I was a bit worried about you because you were very upset. It was 1 o'clock in the morning and you were very upset about your cow.
Of course he was, yeah.
Well, wait till you hear. This is the funny part. Yeah. So then I said to him, there's a girl in the town. We're trying to track her down. She was beautiful. Her name was Laura O'Neill.
Yeah.
And he says, that's Gardai O'Neill's daughter. She's up in Waterford, he says to me, okay?
Yeah.
And he says to me, I've got a better one for you, he says to me.
Yeah.
Regrets. If you're talking about regrets now with some lady, he says, well, I'll tell you a better one, he says. In the central ballroom, I chased a woman, he said to me, for 2 years. I was like Dan Paddy Andy, and I was setting people up everywhere. And I thought it was my right to have this lovely lady that I'd been trying to court for 2 years. And what you hear?
Yeah.
Yes, a rich local businessman stole her from under my nose. And if I seen that bastard today, I'd fucking shoot him.
Yeah. Yeah,
so he was in the central ballroom in Ballybunion. He fell in love with her. And then someone stole her.
There you are. Yeah, well, that just shows you, doesn't it? So that's a good story. So is there anybody? Did that marriage with the other fella? Did it work out?
It did.
Right.
And you know, but the thing with Morris is, no woman would stick Morris. Morris is Jesus. He's hard going. He ended up a bachelor. He's all contrarian, you know.
Yeah.
He's a lovely man.
But as I say, he has his own, a bit like Mary in some ways. He has his own little idiocracy, you know, his little old. No, that's a good word. I can't pronounce it. Right.
Idiosyncrasies. Yeah. But the thing is, so we do a video on how people kind of accumulate this regret and they can't let it go.
The best thing is to let it go. I'd be looking forward to that because I recall those episodes in myself and various. You hope to sort of hold this one by the hand and be Jesus. She escapes the whole time, you know. So
very good, very good.
We know all these goings on. So
well, I think you think of a good title like the girl that got away, or
exactly. She went to greener pastures, in her opinion. Greener pastures.
We have to come up with a good title because I can tell you, it's happened to me on many occasions, but I tell you, the end result always was.
Yeah.
That whatever's meant for you won't pass you by.
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, no, that's it. But I think greener pastures, because that can cover a multitude. And that's what we're going to be talking about, because many a one goes to greener pastures and the light of their life disappears and goes somewhere else. I know all about it. Okay, Oliver, we'll do that maybe when you get back and settled in on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, and the other thing I want to tell you is, okay, that we're going to do a video on what's called the Big Mac Index.
Yeah.
So the Big Mac is a burger that's sold by McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
But economists use the Big Mac Index to measure society because the Big Mac is sold in 55 countries.
So it is, yeah.
So if you can look at the inflation of the Big Mac, it gives you an idea of what's happening in the world.
It does.
So we're going to do a story on that, on the Big Mac Index. context. I'll be sending you on stuff later tonight.
Oh, good,
So
good.
we've two good videos coming up. One is the lady that got away, and then the Big Mac index.
That's right, yeah.
So there we go. Okay.
Lovely. Thanks, Oliver. I hope all goes well down there now. And good news from what I'm after hearing. And I think that's where the compensation will come from. And you won't have to sort of go through the hoops and all the rest of it. That's the best way to do it. Yeah. And you'll be able to get on then with the store and be pushing and have a lovely lit spot there. That's great news. Okay, Oliver. Thanks.
Thanks, John. Goodbye. Bye.
How's your father?
Oh, geez, my father, the prostate, he's gone away on Thursday to have his radiotherapy, I think, and it's intense for 9 weeks. Jesus Christ, it's every day.
Oh, it is, of course. It's a tough thing, tough call, and I hope he pulls through nicely. We'll be saying prayers.
John, it's very sad to hear him go to the toilet at night time. He can barely go to the toilet.
Oh, God help now, yeah, but he has a cross there. I hope it works out for him. We're saying prayers for him. Okay, Oliver. Thanks.
That's great. Thanks, John. Bye.
Sorry for that delay. So keep well, and we'll talk again. Bye now.